started with breaking news that's coming in from Bengaluru right now. NewsX has accessed chilling CCTV visuals of the molestation case at Bengaluru's Fusion Pub, which rocked the city on 13th of January. Police have arrested two men, Ricky and Ayub, a Yemeni national, and have seized their car. The woman, in her complaint, has said that she had drinks on the 13th of January and did not remember what had transpired, but made the complaint on the basis of the account of another woman who had seen what had happened. The men had taken her forcibly in their car, assaulted her before abandoning her on a road in Kammanahalli. Further probe is underway to look into the matter. In fact, chilling details are coming in from Bengaluru, where this horrific CCTV footage has now been accessed by NewsX. It kind of reveals the dark underbelly of Bengaluru, and it reveals how unsafe the city really is. But for more on what the investigation trail is now leading the Bengaluru cops to, I'm joined by my colleague Jai Prakash, who joins us live from Bengaluru. Jai, what more details can you share? Very, very chilling details are coming out. Horrific video that we have been able to access.
Absolutely chilling video footage that has been accessed by NewsX, where you can see this girl, a northeasterner, a 26-year-old young girl who actually happened to visit this fusion bar on Brigade Road, this upmarket area, where she was accosted by these two guys. In fact, police say that her drinks were mixed with sedatives, and that they tried to take advantage of her. We can see clearly in the footages where these two young men are trying to hug her, kiss her, and grope her. In fact, one of the footages at the entrance of the fusion bar, you can see that these two guys, one Yemeni national, Ayub, and the other one, a local, Timmanna, alias Ricky from Bangalore. These two, they take her into the i10 car, Hyundai i10 car, and then abandon her in Kammanahalli middle of the night around 1:30, 2 o'clock. After this girl starts screaming, they just dumped her on the road. In fact, this girl has walked into the police station the next day, which is on the 17th, and registers an FIR saying that she went to a fusion bar and to have a couple of drinks, and there these two guys took advantage of her, and that she was complaining of body ache. And based on the CCTV footage, the police swung into action, and two persons have been arrested who are now in judicial custody. Serious charges slapped against these two for abduction, molestation under section 354. Right now they are in judicial custody, sort of.
But Jai, very, very shocking visuals there coming on our screens, which clearly show that there were other people also who were very much present when this lady was being molested. Now, she went ahead and she registered a complaint, but the fact of the matter is that no one else who was there, who was present there at the spot, no one could speak up and stood for the girl.
Absolutely, the onlookers, the mute spectators, they are not protest. Even the girl is trying to protest and tries to hit one of the accused there. The others just remain mute spectators, allowing or facilitating these two guys to accost her and in fact put her in the car.
Well,
and take
Jai,
away
let's
from the
just
pub.
get in some more voices from Bengaluru. We are now joined on the broadcast by Brinda Adige, prominent social activist. Ma'am, a horrific video that has been accessed by NewsX, which shows that how a woman was groped and molested by a group of men, while others just stood standing as as mute spectators.
Yes, it is more shameful that our city is continuously getting bombarded, but more so because of the complacency of the public. We have been talking a lot about police not taking action when a complaint is being made, but here we are looking at spectators. The public is unwilling to extend any kind of support, not even call the police, so that the lady can get some kind of a support. This is increasingly something that we are noticing, that the insensitivity and the apathy of not just the government, the politicians and the police, but we are looking at the complacency of public, the onlookers. One does not really understand what they are afraid of, what they are scared of, but the least they could have done is call the police and extended a helping hand to this lady, because they are more than the perpetrators. I can understand if they are just one or two and they are afraid or scared. But here you can see that the numbers of the public is much more than the perpetrators. What are they scared? What are they afraid of? Why this indifference? Just goes to show that people have become very, very indifferent. happy to keep clicking all their Twitters and Facebook, but unwilling to extend a hand when actually these things happen right before their eyes. And this is a situation that we need to challenge.
But ma'am, Bangalore is a city which is known for its multiple eateries, multiple restaurants where people go, there are different cafes, and it's frequented by youngsters more often than not. Now, what does this really expose? Does this kind of bring out the dark underbelly of Bangalore? Does it expose a complete collapse of the law and order? Because time and again, this is not the first time that we are getting such reports coming in from Bengaluru.
Absolutely. I cannot say about collapse of law and order, but I would want to go a little more further to say that as a community, we seem to have become quite insensitive. As a community, we are unwilling to take up a responsibility to even call for the police. What are the people inside the pub doing over there, including the management? Because it seems that none of them are taking any kind of an effort or action to speak against this kind of a against this perpetrators. And of course, the police. Because maybe they are scared that the police may keep calling them again and again, but their onus is also on the judiciary, because the procedures are so cumbersome and tedious that public today remains constantly as a mute spectator, complacent and indifferent to violence against women. So it is not just breakdown of law and order, I think it is a breakdown of civic and social responsibility also.
Well, ma'am, request you to stay on with us, but let me just take this question further to my colleague Jai Prakash in Bengaluru, who's been tracking the case and who got us the CCTV footage. Now, Jai, you were telling us that the police has already gone ahead and arrested 2 people, but what measures are being taken now? What measures are being implemented by Bengaluru police to ensure that similar instances don't get repeated once again in the future?
Well, no one can assure that, including the City Police Commissioner Praveen Sood, who said that, people are welcome to file the complaint. We will crack the case and arrest the perpetrators of the crime. But on the ground, you can see in that footage very clearly, there will be bouncers if there is a bar. What was the bouncer doing? There's no policeman there. So police are less in numbers as compared to the ratio of a civil society. We are 1:10 in Bangalore. They have to increase the force. They have to increase the patrolling. So that has not happened on ground. But one appreciable thing is that the police have started cracking the case, and they are bringing, to books these the culprits.
Well, that's right, Jay. But this reveals a very, very sad state of affairs, where a woman is molested in full public view and no one really comes forward to offer a helping hand. The fact of the matter is, as you said, that the police is by far much less in number. But any measures in wake of this incident that the police is taking to ensure that similar instances, at least some kind of security can be provided and some kind of confidence can be instilled in women who go out to multiple eateries and restaurants late in the evening?
There should be some measures. At least that's the thinking. Even when during the recent annual police conference that happened, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and Home Minister reiterated the same point, that there should be increase in patrolling, especially the places where people socialize. There should be more policing there, and police should be visible to public so that there is some kind of confidence in them, which is absent largely in Bangalore. It's a very sad state of affairs, sort of.
The other issue is that the civil society, how has the civil society, Jay, really reacted to this very, very shocking video that has come to the fore?
This has all become kind of a muse on social media. While when this mass molestation case happened on the 31st, there's so much of activity on social media, trolling, right, Twitter, videos, posts, and selfie videos wherein people are outraged.
Right. So momentum has picked up on social media as well. Jay, keep tracking that story, but for now.